for you to not come in contact with an individual with autism. And I think it's so important that our community become more aware so that we can best support those individuals. The diagnosis of autism has jumped 23% in just the last 2 years. And boys are now 5 times more likely than girls to be diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder. And I, as a parent of 2 boys, that was very alarming to me, as well as many of my colleagues also who have children. So why is this happening? What are the sex differences with autism? So when I ask the question of an audience, what causes autism spectrum disorder, I usually get a menu of different causes. I think the most recent one that I've heard, which I had never heard before, was that they were told that carpet fresh causes autism. So lots of people have their theories, and I'm not discrediting anything. However, one thing I do want to touch on is that vaccines do not cause autism. That information that was made public by Dr. Wakefield has been recanted, and there's no evidence to support that. So very, very important that you stress to families that they have their child vaccinated, because measles, mumps, and rubella are deadly. But there are lots of things that are happening to the central nervous system of children that may be causing or exacerbating their autism symptoms. Starting with metabolic imbalances, how they're processing things that are coming into their body. And then the genetic piece. Lots of research has been dumped into the genetic research, and it has proven that there are genetic predispositions to autism. Individuals who have twins, for example, if one twin has autism, the other twin is much more likely to have autism as well. Same thing holds true for individuals who have one child with autism and then have another child. They're more likely or at higher risk to have a second child with autism as well. Also, certain drugs that are taken during pregnancy, those have been linked directly to autism, such as valproic acid and thalidomide. And then the environmental piece, which is getting a lot more attention these days. We think about what's in our environment now that we're bombarding our systems with on a daily basis, such as pesticides and antibiotics in our food, all these things that maybe weren't present, many, many years ago. And then just with, the theories around global warming and particulates in the air, when you have a very young